Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Jaffmaster Flash, and this is Formula 1 2019. So, welcome to Season 2, and we are back at Albert Park, Australia. Qualifying only just beat Hamilton to pole. There has been massive changes without all the teams. Vettel has gone back to Red Bull. Max Verstappen was dropped by Red Bull and he's gone to Haas. Leclerc has come back into Ferrari. He wasn't in Ferrari for the first season because Devon Butler took his spot. Devon Butler is still at Ferrari, unfortunately, but he is absolutely shocking. The end of season 1, Red Bull overtook Ferrari, and I have got such a well-designed car with all the upgrades. I am miles up in front, and at the end of season 1 I was about 1.2 seconds in front of the nearest rival, and that was Red Bull. So this season I've gone up from 100 AI to 105, and I'm still managing to hold my own. My greatest rival really is Hamilton. Obviously he's in the same car as me and he is pushing me all the way. But Albert Park, man, absolutely love it. You'll see all the changes. It's been so many. Even Grosjean is back. I think Grosjean is driving for I was going to say Force India then. Racing Point. Here's the grid. So obviously it's me and Hamilton 1 and 2. There you go. Vettel's back at Red Bull 3 and 4 with Weber. Charles Leclerc and Butler 5th and 6th. Hulkenberg is still at Renault. Ricciardo's still at Renault. McLaren remains unchanged. Bottas is at Sauber. Sergio Perez is at Stroll. Toro Rosso stayed unchanged, and so did Williams. Both Sauber drivers, which is Kimi Räikkönen and Giovinazzi, they are not here. They were both taken over by Bottas. This start, I have no idea. So I thought it was a really decent start. Didn't get bogged down, to my knowledge, and then boom, out of nowhere, there comes Lucas Weber. How did that happen? It looks like Hamilton may have jumped the start or may have had too much wheel spin, but the Red Bull stormed out in front. I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. So almost a bit of contact there, but managed to get away with it. But yes, Albert Park. So as I said, we're up to 105 difficulty with the AI. We are at 25% race. We are full practice, full qualifying, no assists, and yeah, and doing all right at the moment. I still don't get how they seem to get better traction up certain corners than you. Yeah, that's probably just me though, the useless meatbag behind the wheel. But welcome one and all to my career mode in season 2. Next up, the tricky Bahrain. But it's that time in the video where I ask you to basically, if you like what you see, hit that like button. If you love what you see, hit that subscribe button. There is always Formula 1 content. Remember, I'm still not done with my F2 setup vids. Shanghai on that lot next. And yeah, there's always F1 content on this channel. And remember to just leave me a like, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the video. If you like it, let me know. If you hate it, let me know. Let me know what I could do differently, and I would be happy to oblige. Hope you are all well. Hope you have a fantastic day, and peace out. Later, guys.
ahead in the DRS zone. Reduce ERS deployment. That's Lewis behind. Our gap behind is 1.4 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:25.4. Expect these tyres to be good for a while yet. Just be careful with them in the high-speed corners. Lewis is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 1.5 seconds. They're on old softs. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:26.2. P1, that's Lewis behind. The gap behind us is 1.3 seconds. They're on old softs. Your pit window opens in 2 laps time. 11 laps to go. Caution, caution. Green flag. this lap. Release. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Lewis is in for a stop. Position, front of the pack. Lewis is behind you. They're on fresh mediums. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 7 laps to go. Lewis behind. Okay, the gap behind is 4.4 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now. You're leading the pack. P1, Lewis is behind you. Our gap behind is 4.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 5 laps till the end. Update on the car for you. Tyres are looking very nice. Shouldn't have to worry about the wear too much right now. First position, front of the pack. That's Lewis behind. The gap to the car behind is 4.6 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Just 3 laps to go now. 3 laps. There's 4 laps of fuel remaining. We think we may see some rain. ETA is about 15 minutes. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Lewis is behind you. The gap behind us is 4.4 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 4 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:25.3. Back, P1, that's Lewis behind. Okay, the gap behind is 4.1 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. This is your final lap of the race. Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes. Fantastic! You've won the Grand Prix.
Yet another historic win under their belts. Well done to the team at Mercedes. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. Now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Joker takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
I mean, can it be anyone else other than Danny Kvyat? His performance today really set him apart from the other drivers out there. He's got to be happy with how he's done here this weekend.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes moved to the top of the table. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.